Today I just have two quick games to share with everybody. First one is Jackson versus Jackson. Very fun mirror match on one of my more favorite maps. That's because I know how to accurately use it. You know, send the harvester to the opposite Tiberium patch, and then send up your scout units to the, well, in my case, the top of the middle pad. And then you step over just one hex, and you can see what building that your opponent opened with. And so I see helipad, so I just make some missile troops, send my rifles up to the top, but don't get on the pad, so they don't know that I have multiple units yet. So that way, if and when I need to, I can move it up onto the top pad. And then I still have two, because as you can see, they're bringing their drone swarm down. They take that pad, but it's okay. I grab the top pad. They decide to open with Razorback for some reason, which I did some pretty poor microing, and so I lost both of my missile squads. But, you know, 40 cost worth of missile squads. Make that 50 cost worth of infantry, and they lost a 60 cost unit, so it was fairly even trade. And then their hammerhead goes right over my missile troops, take some damage. Then they come out with the second hammerhead, and since they have air-to-air and air anti-infantry, I decided to do some pit bulls, but unfortunately they were able to grab that missile, and then they start trying to base race me. I've never seen anybody base race with hammerheads before. I mean, I guess it works for them. I never actually checked their history to see if they have much success, but you know, just bring in some missile troops, take out their hammerheads, and you know, the missile's almost halfway charged by now, and so I have a lot of anti-air right now, because it looks like that's the only thing they have is aircraft. And with their hammerheads, I'm not very keen on bringing out Talons, because they're decent but not great, but they are my one ace in the hole against Razorbacks. So right now, as you can see, I split my unit, so I've got some on the top pad, some on the middle pad, and for some reason he did not bring his Razorback onto that middle pad to contest it. He just let me have it, which was nice. Moving my Talon away to bring my missile troops in, and then of course that stupid Razorback, but I'm just going to go ahead and block him. And oh look, he's going after my base again with that hammerhead. I don't know. Apparently he wants to base race, but I'm having none of it, so I'm just gonna keep charging the pads and bringing anti-infantry, and bringing an anti-air unit. Sorry, wasn't sure if he was going for my harvester or my base at this point, but you know, base race. Let's have it. And I'll be honest, they're getting pretty darn close. I was a little concerned at this point, especially now that he has that Kodiak that he's boosted, but it's okay. Kodiak can't hit the base if it doesn't get next to it, so I just block with my air unit and I take the missile. That was really close. If they would have gotten the Kodiak to the base, I probably would have lost that one, but thankfully I was able to win it out. So the next one is Solomon versus Kane. I decided to change up my nod deck a little bit just to try something new, because I've been wanting to play Wheels and Fanatics for a while. I figure what the heck, Kane got a boost, so I'll give him a try. Level 9 versus level 11 of my opponent, but we'll see what happens. Again, scout unit open, find out what building they started with. I see it's a war factory, so I go ahead and make bikes. Give them a few seconds to see if they actually build anything. They don't, so I start pressuring the harvester to encourage them to build a unit. But I mean, they do have a pretty expensive deck, and nothing's really good against vehicles until the APC blows up, that is. Even the barracks, it's an MG squad, not very good against vehicles. Decent against light vehicles, but you know, they just let me have the first missile, so I come in and blast them with my stealth tank. Their MG squad gets set up, takes out my last bike. I just kind of back up with my stealth tank, and you know, I was hoping that I could get some damage, but that +1 level is a bit too much. And they decided to go Shatterer against vehicles? I mean, I guess against wheels it's not that bad, but like, come on, it's a Shatterer. It's not gonna do anything. Oh, run the other way, Stealth Tank, the other way. Don't get blown up by the MG squad. And of course I don't listen to myself, because why would I? But it's alright, I have Kane! Set down the obelisk, boom. Takes out everything I need for the APC, so it's just the missile troops. Go ahead and use the wheels to block the Shatter on the top, while my fanatics take out the missile troops. And again, Kodiak, very popular deck on the day that I was doing this recording, but I get a unit on every pad, and thankfully I wasn't smart enough to get to pull them back. So they're trying to get on the bottom pad with their harvester, and I'm not having any of it. Freaking zone troopers, man. Takes out my anti-air, and I'm still just dancing on the bottom because I don't want to give him an opportunity to get on the pad. But thankfully the zone troopers are a little too preoccupied to worry about anything. Coming down with an ion cannon that does diddly and squat. They do get the harvester on the middle pad because they were sick and tired of me not letting them on the bottom pad, but too little too late. I've got units on everything. Slingshot comes in, I block it with an obelisk, and that's second missile, and that's game. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you like, comment, and subscribe.